welcome to EastSussexBiker. Today's a very special day. I have reached a milestone in my motorcycling career which I never thought I'd ever do. Because I've woken up and finally come to my senses, and all of a sudden I've decided, as a result of somebody else buying a certain bike, and I blame them for this, and it's not who you think. I decided the Benelli, yes, the Benelli wasn't really for me. Which is quite sad, really. It was my first new bike ever in my riding, and I'm 62 now, 63 in a month or so. Sadly, it didn't work out for me, and it didn't work out for a couple of reasons. Anyway, that's in the past. The Benelli has gone, because those who sell the Benelli or import them are rubbish, and sadly they are in charge of too many franchises now, and I think many people will feel the same long term. So anyway, that chapter of my life is out the way, and I've now moved to the dark side again. The dark side being the BMW R1200 GS ATE Rally. Yeah, it's a fantastic bike. I never thought I'd be able to afford one. I haven't bought a new one. I've learnt my lesson there, of course. This is a 2018. It's done 43,000 miles now. That's not how I bought it. It's got all the usual refinements that the TE has. Quick Shift Pro. I mean, it's got all sorts of things on the dash. You know, these things have been so widely reviewed and reported on. It's, you know, the information is out there, and basically there isn't much this thing won't do or hasn't got. I've made a couple of changes to it. I've put a stone guard on the headlamp to protect that, because those headlamps are mega money. I had 2 new tyres fitted, which was within the deal, and they are the Pirelli Scorpion STR, and that's what the Benelli came with, and I like them so much that I had them put on here. I've bought a top box. Yep. Mine didn't come with luggage because the owner kept the luggage and put it on his new R1250, which is a shame, but anyway, there you go. So I'm in search of trying to find panniers that I like and that will fit on the back of these. They're not necessarily going to be boxes. I did have some Rhino, I think they're called Rhino Walk, black waterproof panniers that went on here, but the ones that I bought didn't have supports inside, so therefore the bag just looked very sad when it was empty. Anyway, so they have gone back. They were bought from Amazon, and I'm looking for some replacements. So we'll see what happens. They do actually do some with supports in them, and I may go back to those bags and that was a bird on a bike, nodded to me. Leather jacket's undone and everything, you could see the mountains. Yeah, so there we go. So I now own a GS Adventure Rally TE, and I'm absolutely delighted with it. So the one that I've got is in blue and white. It has a blue frame. It comes with pannier frames. It's got the TFT, which is I believe it was the first year that these had these. I could be corrected on that. It may be late 2017. I just absolutely love the bike. I had the bike about a week or 4 days or something like that, and went to Nottingham on it. It was amazing. It was just a breath of fresh air. I can't do without a BMW in my life. I'm not interested in the cars like them, but bikes, beautiful, beautiful. And actually this was, although I'd searched through Marketplace and all these other usual places that you find stuff, I found this at a friend of mine's. So yeah, here we are. And I've been riding it pretty much every day since I bought it. But I really like it. I really, 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 really like it. And I can understand actually why the market went mad for these in the early days, but even more so now. They're probably, I'm sure it's the best selling adventure bike ever. Okay. Right. Oh, and it's keyless. Here she is. Yes, there she is. Here she is. That's the screen. Comes with these lights. It's lovely. Look at it, blue. I love blue. So I'm very pleased with it. Yep, the racks. Yes, and the top box. These are the tyres. Knobbly-ish. They're dual use. My little drink dispenser, which isn't really very good. But anyway, there you go. Oh, and I put these on. These seat protectors, I put them on all of the bikes I have because they're so flipping good. In gear. And we're going. I'm in the lovely village, town, whichever you like to call it, of East Grimstead. Look at its flowers, all the lovely flowers. How many towns do you get that in now? Makes such a difference. Makes everybody cheery. The sun is out. So is everything else. So I'm trying to be discreet here. Grandma's out. Kids are out. The old fella's out. Whoops. Yep, old fellas are chatting in the high street. There's not much to see in East Grimstead, but it's quite a nice place. I bought a lowered seat, and I bought that from off of eBay, and I put it on, and to be honest with you, it's like riding a tortoise. It was horrible shape. In the end I took it off and sent it back. So I got me 96 quid back. But in addition to having the lowered seat, I fitted the I fitted the mounts that go on the front, and with the lowered seat and those mounts, so with the lowered seat and the lowering mounts, it actually worked rather well. However, because I couldn't bear the seat, I thought I'd try the mounts with the original seat, and actually it worked out well. So I've got the original OEM seat on, and the lowering kit, which is only two bobbly things that go on the end of a doodang at the front of the seat, and then the seat slides into it and it locks at the back. I can touch the floor with it. It's not too precarious. It's actually even lower than the Benelli. But this has been such a nice thing to ride. Everybody's saying now, aren't they? Oh, it's such a nice place to be. So it is a very nice bike. I'm very pleased with it, and I definitely made the right choice. It wasn't the right choice of line there. But yeah, very pleased with it. I keep saying that, I just am. And even if I could never ride the thing, I would just keep going and looking at it. You know, it's that kind of scenario. And it's been a long time since I've been able to say that. And funnily enough, I ride it to and from work, and a lot of you know what I do, but anyway, I normally make sure I kind of go the long way home, and I don't mind going out of my way when I ride to work. So all in all, it's just a very enjoyable experience. The TFT is fantastic. The TFT I found on the Benelli, which was the first bike I had with the TFT, was too bright, even at night. And even if you put it on night mode, it was just too bright. It basically lit up your face, and it was just too much. I didn't really know what I could do with it, to be honest, but this is just perfect. Everything about this bike is perfect. I can't think of anything that I don't like about it. There might be the odd thing like the front screen, which is manually adjusted instead of being motorized, but again, that's not such a bad thing, because it's another thing to go wrong, isn't it? And we're in the world of technology and electronics, and all these things cost money. Now, I did notice on this that the rear shock absorber has been serviced at T-Tex. Now, T-Tex are a company, they used to be in New Addington near Croydon, but I believe, I'm informed, that the company has now moved to New Haven. And I do like this quick shifter. Yeah, slow down, Grant. Concentrate. Blipper and quick shifter. Quick shift Pro. Quick Shift Assist Pro, something like that. But when you're changing up, you have to ensure that you're kind of making progress. You're being a little bit brisk. It likes to be loaded. Now, the system works along the lines that it cuts out the ignition, and then you can change gear and so on and so forth. However, when you go down the box, you have to make sure the throttle is off. Not like that, but off. And then once it's off, it'll shift down nicely. If you try and shift down even on light power, light throttle openings, you'll find that it'll hiccup and throw your head over the front of the bike. Well, not quite, but it will. It won't be smooth. Let's put it that way. And the top tip from everybody with this quick shift is basically not to use it in first and second, but from second to third, then yes. But it just picks up so well, and the gear change is good. You know, people describe it as buttery smooth. I can't believe it's not a gear change, but yeah, it does work, and you do have to be in the right rev range ideally to make any of this work. So we're in fourth now, third. Just have to make sure that throttle is off. So I'm off now, second, there we go. As easy as that. But now we're on power. It's 50 grand. Alright. You just can't help yourself. This is how easy they are to ride. So yeah, once you get this moving, as was with my RT 1200, my ex-police bike, you just wouldn't know it was a 1200cc bike. Oh, the other thing I put on is this. It's got the BMW charging system up here for sat nav, but you can buy off of Amazon and Temu and anywhere else this little bracket with the red jobby on it for an iPhone or anything else, and you can slot it on and it will actually charge the phone, and you can just charge it wirelessly whilst it's going along. So no more leads. Oh, and I bought a hugger for it. Yeah. So it protects the, I'm hoping it'll protect the shock absorber. But there we go, it was utterly smooth. The gear change was utterly smooth. And we're going to come off the throttle now. From 5, down to 4, down to 3, blum, blum. It's as simple as that. So, you know, once you get used to it, the gear change is fine. You have to be very direct with it. You don't have to kick the life out of it, but you just have to be very positive with it. Beautiful. Self-cancelling indicators. I shall stop in an appropriate place and take some pictures. Here's a nice appropriate place. Oop, on the gravel. Looks pretty. Right. I'm on tiptoes here, this is where it goes horribly wrong. But the other thing I find really good about this is that everything is just so nice, and I like the seating position. It's very upright, relaxed. I was finding with sports bikes, and I have a CBR 1000F, so I'm still going to find that problem, but I was just finding that being able to see left and right was very difficult. And actually the downshift on this is pretty good, I have to say. As long as you remember to shut the throttle, you won't have an issue with it. The more that you use the quick shift, I think the more the bike responds to it. Loads of gravel here, and it works well. Right, so we're in fourth here, so gives you a little blip into the next gear. So yes, I'm very pleased with it, as I'm sure you can tell, because I'm very enthusiastic about it, and you know, it is said that this is probably the best GS that they made, so I'm very pleased about that. Everybody to their own, of course. Oh, the other thing, gear shift, don't use it to change up if you're going downhill and you're kind of backed off, but if you're on power, that's fine, because it don't like it. I just love it. Absolutely love it. And I love the colour. The colour is perfect, because I'm a blue boy, even though I'm wearing green, but I will be getting some blue clothing. Thanks for joining me anyway on my little journey from work to introduce you to my new bike. I've been meaning to do it for nearly 2.5 to 3 weeks, and I've just been waiting for the right time, and today was the right time because the weather's beautiful. And yeah, let's get ahead of the pack. Yeah, so thank you for joining me once again on another trip out on my motorbikes. Only on this occasion it was on the BMW. So thank you again everybody from EastSussexBiker here in East Sussex.